not quite as hungry, not quite as driven to keep improving. And I think as coaches, we've got to do a better job. And again, that's where trying to work together better and maybe slow this thing down a little bit. Let's take our time and evaluate a little bit better. And maybe just wait just a little bit longer to make sure that matchup is good. I think when you make a commitment from both sides, it needs to be, hey, I know that as a player, if I'm committing, the work is now just beginning. And as a coach, I want to know that the player who just said yes is that kind of kid that's going to keep working too. So I think those two sides need to work better together. It's something I'm not sure that you can completely eliminate. Just that's the nature of things. And what I would say on a lot of those cases, if that player hasn't progressed and hasn't done the work, then that's not a place they want to go anyway. It's not going to go well for them, and they need to find a place that better suits them. So it's a difficult conversation, and it's not something we want to happen, but hopefully that player ends up in the right spot after all.
Now, switching gears on the player side, what can a player do, a sophomore, junior in high school is trying to get your attention at UC Santa Barbara or any of the coaches around the country, junior college level? What can they do to cut through the clutter and get your attention? I'm sure you get a lot of emails and lots of different things. What are some of the things that stand out from the player's perspective on the recruiting process?
Yeah, I think everybody's chasing that magic formula of is it video, is it an email, is it a phone call, is it a text? And we get contacted in any number of ways. We get emails, every day, and phone calls and text messages and social media direct messages, and those are fine. I think the biggest key that most high school players and their parents miss maybe is do a little homework on the front end. And if you're sending out an email that says, hey, this is my dream school, well, make sure that that's your dream school. Don't tell me that it's your dream school if it's really not, or you've sent that to 10 other schools as well. And sifting through the noise on both sides is a challenge. We get a lot of information, and you have a lot of opportunities and options as a player. So make sure that you're doing your homework on the front end. Identify those things that really are important to you. What do you want out of a school and a coaching staff and an opportunity? What are you willing to do to get that opportunity? And try and find a place that matches that style and those priorities. I think you can do it in your own way. You can send me a video. You can send me a message on Twitter, whatever it might be. Make sure that you put some thought into it. I think the ones that resonate most with coaches are ones where you can feel that kid actually has done his homework on your place, and he knows what you guys are about maybe, or is genuinely interested in finding that out. And the mass email stuff, the recruiting services and things like that, it gets lost a lot of times in that way.
So key takeaway there is personalize your message, do your research, understand what the fit is at the school and how you fit in as a player, and you have a much higher opportunity to get the coach's attention.
Absolutely, no question. And it's not that we expect you to figure out who we are without us or without going through that process with us, but the internet's a great thing. You can figure out a lot of things. You can ask a lot of people. You've probably got a travel coach or a high school coach who knows of a coach that you're interested in or program, or whether it's us or anybody else. So just do some homework on the front end, putting yourself in a better position so that when those conversations do happen with us, we're both coming from a standpoint of, I know where you're coming from and you know what I'm about.
Coach Donegal Fergus, UC Santa Barbara Associate Head Coach, thank you so much for appearing on Behind the Dish.
Thanks, John. Great to be here.
Hey, everybody. My name is Kyle, and I'm the producer for Behind the Dish with John Piper. We put a lot of effort in here to bring you the topics and guests that we think are relevant to the sport of baseball and to your everyday life. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.